The Sonic Boom by Joel Beckerman starts off by making us aware of how much sound is around us and the effects of it and how it makes us feel. When sound triggers an emotional experience, that is known as the boom moment. Sound that takes away from that experience is known as sonic trash. According to a study by Wired, the suspenseful tension in sound brings out the sound's feeling. Our brain searches for the sound patterns. The feeling of uncertainty kicks in and creates a surge of dopamine, causing the emotional experience to happen. Joel goes on to say that sound can be created for branding and relating to people like he did for AT&T, or creating a movement like in Univision, where he tried to corral Latin and Spanish backgrounds and unite them as one. Martin Luther King was also a powerful orator thanks to his sound-like styles, speeches, and his use of sound lyrics. I do agree that this is the most powerful way of creating a memorable moment. He also tried to create sounds for the NFL to bring back viewers after long commercial breaks and leave them in anticipation for more. Disney did a great job of soundscaping, creating excitement around attractions and rejuvenation centers around the rest of the area to get them ready for the next experience. They also did a nice job of politely telling people to leave when the attraction is over. Sure, sound does all this, but to me, smell is what triggers my emotional experience as well, with the help of sound, of course. According to NBC News, your olfactory bulb, which is right behind your nose, triggers the emotional center that is in your brain, and the amygdala, which causes emotional experiences. For example, when I smell fresh popcorn, I know that it's time to sit down and watch a movie, even though I might not be at a movie theater. In his example of chilies that sizzle, sure, it triggers a really good sound, but does it smell good? If it didn't smell good or smell like anything at all, I probably wouldn't order it. Sound also makes us perceive things differently. His example of the muffling noise on the airplane told us that we crave crunchy things and leaves us wanting pretzels. It also influences our behavior. When sound is slow, we mosey on through stores and restaurants, but when it's fast, we get our things and we keep on going. This is why, as an athlete, I like to listen to fast-paced music when working out. It keeps my heart rate up and it keeps me energized. Although he did mention that sound and athletes listening to music are banned from some athletic competitions. Our brain likes to make sense of our surrounding. So according to Medical Daily, it tricks our auditory cortex into interpreting or misinterpreting sound. For example, he gave the example of the bacon and egg ice cream. When we hear the crispiness of the bacon and eat the ice cream, they felt like they were eating more bacon. When they heard the chickens cluck, they said it tasted more like egg. Our brain likes to make sense of all of our senses, and therefore that kind of reveals how abstract our perception of reality can be sometimes. This also leads to sound distortion, as he mentioned, in beats where they put a heavy emphasis on the bass, even though that might not be the true sound of the song, but it's what we are accustomed to, so it's something that we're comfortable with hearing. Sounds can also be most effective when they're an anthem and that make you feel a part of a movement, and it's also good for audio cues, for example, subways. Overall, it was a really great book, and I did enjoy reading it, although there were some times where he rambled on. For example, when he was going on about the Grateful Dead, I couldn't help but think, when are we going to get back to the point? Especially when he went on about ice cream truck noises and how it reminds us of our childhood. I get it. Let's move on to the next point. But overall, it was a very enjoyable book, and he reminds us that we create our own anthems of sound every day, and sound is all around us, so take a listen. Thank you.